going to recommend a few books that I really want to recommend it to you all. So let's begin the video. Watch till the end. Let's start. This is the first book, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper. This is a classic fiction and I am not at all a classic fan. And after reading this, I am into classics. I really admire this book because this teaches a lot of facts that we must discern and we must know since the beginning. But maybe after reading this book, it would really help you to discern those facts. I would recommend this book to all those persons who loves to read. And that's the reason you have chosen this video. And I would obviously recommend you to read this at least once in a lifetime. This is the second book. I think most of you must have seen this everywhere. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Ravinder Singh. So this book was a gift given to me by my cousin sister, and this book made me think a lot. If you are searching for a motivational book which does not bore you, this is a best buy. It's not just a motivational book. This talks a lot about life, the reality about life that we all must know. Like, I think every book I'm going to tell this line that this teaches us a lot of things that we must know. That's the reason we read books, and this book is really a best book to buy and to read when you feel you can't move on, when you feel this is hard to live this life. So I would recommend you to buy this if you want a motivational book where you can read it without blinking an eye. So I would recommend this book as my second book. There is no priority order that I'm giving first, second, third books, but just an order that I made. So all the books I'm going to recommend is really good ones. So do try it. So this is the best. This is the third book, The Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawkings. You must know this book very well because this book has hit millions and trillions, I guess, a lot worldwide over. So this book is beautifully portrayed, and if you really love physics, then you're going to admire this book a lot. I would recommend this book to those who loves physics, science, and wants to know about the universe and the earth and much more. This book will definitely lead you to a great path of thoughts filled with science, filled with physics, filled with beautiful, beautiful stuffs. So this book is a must buy for those who loves research and who loves physics. So do buy if you are into this. And this is a best buy. Who doesn't love novels with a lot of curiosity and with a lot of suspicion, a lot of romance, a lot of mystery and everything filled with it? This book, Flawed by Cecilia Ahern, is my favorite novel I have ever read. The reason is this book is all in one. Like, for that time when I read this, I was a beginner in reading, and I found this book a really best buy because the way the author has portrayed is so simple and elegant. And there is a second part of this book known as Perfect, and it's available on Amazon, Flipkart, and many other sites. So this book is a best buy for those who all love novels filled with everything in every novels, I guess. Because I really admire this book a lot. I don't know is it because that I have chosen this first when I started to read novels, but this book is definitely a great book that I would really want to recommend to you all. And her writings and her narrations, her way of narrations is one of my favorite. And this is a good book, a great book for all those who loves novels and everything related to it. So do buy it and thank me later. The next book is It Happens for a Reason by Preeti Shenoy. First of all, talking about her titles, always her titles are the best. And obviously, this book contains the values of family, friends, relationship, life, and many, many things that we really love to know about. So this book is a mixture of emotions actually, and this is my first book of Preeti Shenoy, and she is definitely an amazing author. And I think she portrays in a way that we really want to know what's in the next chapter, and I really think that if you gave me all her books, I would finish it in 1 week or less than that, because the way she narrates is so beautiful that you feel the flow of words, like you just go with the flow actually while reading this. And all the time the way the what she conveys through her books is really beautiful, wonderful, and she is definitely a great author, and her books are definitely a best buy. So does this. So do recommend this book, because this is her first book of mine and I definitely love this a lot. That's the reason I choose this to recommend it to you all. And her new book is on the way, so do check out her page to know which one is her new book and more. Next series of book is by Sudhir Nagarkar. His writing is my favorite too. He is one among the few amazing Indian authors that I read. And his way of narrating and portraying the characters and the entire book is literally amazing. This is his new book, and this is so amazing that I just finished in 2 days, and I posted the review on my Instagram blog page. So this book is so close to my heart, because guess what? This is an author signed copy. And I could finish it in 2 days, because the chapters and the story and the characters, everything in this book is so well portrayed, so beautifully portrayed, and his narration is so beautiful, and the way he portrays each chapter is literally so amazing. The most important thing I want to say is, what I like in his way of writing is he ends each character or each situation or chapter or whatever in a line or in a quote, you can say, whatever it is. So he just ends up with a quote or a line that says it all with a deep meaning. So when he ends a chapter or a situation the characters pass through, he ends up in a quote or a line or just a small para where we need to think really deep. So that is the most favorite thing I like in him, his writing. So do buy this. This is the best buy. The next book is The Perfect As by Junaid. I have read his few more books, but I currently do not have it with me. But I must say, his books are always a best buy, and it always gets into bestsellers, because I think it's because of his way of writing and the stories he chose to write. And when I was a beginner in reading, as I told when I brought Floor and read, this book is also one among them. And when I started reading, I was like, is this my type? Is this really my type? Should I read it? But after 2 and 3 chapters, I found this is a best buy, and I found out what he conveys in it. As we say, we can't judge by just a chapter or like the first impression too. So this book made me think a lot, and I could learn a lot from this book. Not only this book, his all books are the best, and it teaches some of the other things that we really wants to know, and his stories are really amazing. So not only this, I recommend his many books. So do check out my Instagram page to know which all Junaid books I have read. This is also with me, Junaid's The Girl of My Dreams, which is a great book that I took 2 days to complete. And I remember that I was sitting just so idle and completing this book because I was into the story. And this is also a must buy. Tell Me a Story, a collection of short stories by various authors, collected and published by Ravinder Singh and Penguin India. This is really a best book, because there are few short stories that relate to me so much and made me realize a lot. Like as I said, there are books that I have learned a lot from. So this is one among them. And talking about Ravinder Singh books, I have read his I Too Had a Love Story, and I really liked his story. That story is so emotional, so wonderful, and the way he portrayed the chapters are so beautiful. So if you haven't read Ravinder Singh books, so I do recommend you to read. I do had love story first and also this book too. So don't forget to read his I do had love story and this book too if you really want to try his way of writing. Now there are 3 more books that I really want to recommend, and I do not have it with me now. One is Splendid Suns. The first book I guess I got when I was in school, and it took me like a long time to read it. But that book is so amazing because obviously I think many of you who are listening to this and who are readers and who are like lovers of books, then you might definitely know this book. Splendid Suns by Khalid Hussain. He's a brilliant writer. Brilliant in the sense, so brilliant. The book is so beautiful, like the story. I think the story is more beyond beautiful. And that is a love story, that is a country story, that is a beautiful story. I don't know what to say because if I start to speak about that book, it would be a spoiler alert. So I'm not going to continue about it. The second book is Dream Beyond Shadows by Karthik. Yes, I know you might feel that this title is so catchy and so beautiful. Yes, it is so beautiful, just like the book, and it has pictures, and the story is about a traveling that the author has taken to improve his self-love, self-care, self-esteem, and this book made me travel a lot of places where I didn't even knew it existed. And this book made me learn and heal myself so much, and his writings are so deep, so heart-touching, so heartwarming, and he is definitely a brilliant author. And part 2 of the writing is going to come soon, and I'm really waiting for it. And this book is really a great buy, and I think if you buy it now, being in the lockdown, I think you too can travel without actually going out. So this is a great buy. Last but not the least, Alchemist by Paula Coyler. Yes, I know you have heard it a lot of times that this is the great buy, this is the best book. Even I have heard, and that's the reason that I bought it and I read it and I was awestruck completely. This book takes you deep into motivation, deep into your heart, deep into your dreams, and more into life. So this is the best buy for all those who loves to learn about life and the facts about life and more about life actually. So if you are a dreamer, who really wants to work hard, do buy this book and read it and go ahead and conquer your dreams. Thanks a lot for watching this video till here. This is my first time that I'm showing myself and taking a video, and that too for books, which is my life actually. The reason why I read and why I'm into books a lot is because it heals, it teaches, and it is a good company. A great company for those who feel they can't move on or they aren't positive. Because when in my hard times, books are those ones who have helped me, who has healed me, who has taught me that life is to explore, life is to move on, life is to live the happiest, and life is to live according to the way we want to, you want to, and I want to. Yes. So go ahead and conquer your dreams. You are born to conquer. Definitely, I'm talking about you. Yes, you, the one who is watching my video. And if you have watched till here, I know you are a bookworm and a book lover. So don't forget to try all these books. And I would definitely give the link down below the description. Do click there and go buy and go read and let you heal yourself. And I think after reading, you may write your words or your reviews on it, and it would help others to heal themselves. So start now. If not now, then when? Thank you for watching. I'm Sameeha Junaid, and I'm a blogger on Instagram, and my name on Instagram is at Stalwart Girl Creates. So I would link it, I would write it below here, and also I would recommend you all to watch the videos that I have posted on YouTube on BU Podcast, especially because that is a podcast that I started for meditation, for healing, for positivity. And also I do post cooking videos and other stuff. So do watch it and entertain yourself in this lockdown. I know life sucks at times, but it doesn't mean that this is an end. You keep trying, you keep learning, and you will definitely win one day. Believe me, you will win. So do keep reading, do keep trying, do keep learning, and so do you win, right? Thank you.